So here we go. So if you guys take a look at these barrels, you will notice they all look essentially the same. They're all totally different. These things are handmade. Actually, if you were to take an empty barrel of wine and had it sitting right here, and you were to pop off these hoops right here, grabbed a big hammer to the barrel and just smacked it down the middle, the whole barrel would just collapse in on itself. It's very fragile, all right? Now, I'm gonna show you just kind of briefly how they make them, but essentially there's no nails, and there's not a single drop of glue holding them together, all right? Now let's start from the beginning. Do you guys know what you call the pieces of wood to build a barrel? Staves. Very good. A lot of people say wood when I ask this question. Yeah. They're called staves, S-T-A-V-E. Staves go like this. And they also, for us right now, are gonna go like this. Do you remember the name of the barrel makers? It's a tough one. A lot of people say stavers or barrel makers. Some got real fancy in here. They said stavier, like all French, not a real thing. They're called coopers, C-O-O-P-E-R. If you have any family or friends with the last name Cooper, they probably used to build barrels a long time ago, like Bradley Cooper or Anderson Cooper. If you have a dog named Cooper, it doesn't mean anything else. Actually, if you want to get into barrel making though, let's just say you want to become a cooper right now, they put you through literally 8 years of apprenticeship to be a master cooper. Okay, so it's quite a trip. Let me show you how they build and why we're using them. So what the coopers do, coopers traditionally start off by taking about 27 barrel staves. They stand them up in a big circle on the ground, take a couple of these black rings or silver rings, we call these things hoops with an H, hammer them down and kind of get this rough shape. The coopers looked at the bottoms of these barrels, they thought they looked like rose petals, so they call these 5 shapes roses, okay? Now the most important thing's coming up. What they do, they have to get a little fire going. See the flame popping out of the top? So what they do is they actually take old wine barrels, maybe like this one behind me right here. They'll grind these things up into teeny little chips, take the chips of the old barrels, and then throw them in these mesh screens right here. So there are 3 of them, so 1, 2, 3. Okay? And then what they do is they take that rose, pop it over the flame, and start to heat up the inside of this makeshift barrel. This is called toasting. What they're doing is they're actually heating up the sap out of the wood. Sap is sugar, like maple syrup. And as it heats up, it starts to caramelize. Whenever you caramelize sugar, it starts to release flavors and aromas. We like this in the wine world because if you take that same barrel, fill it up with wine, that caramelized sap, caramelized sugar mixes with the wine, and we get those new flavors and aromas in our wine glass, as we see today. Now the big fire in the background is a little bit different. That's a whiskey barrel. With whiskey barrels, they pack the barrel full of paper, light it on fire, picks up the heat very quickly. That's called charring the barrels. Wine barrels are more like a slow roast. It's called toasting, okay? Now on the fronts of all the barrels, you're gonna see some letters. Maybe you will see, if you guys wanna take a step in, maybe you'll see an L, or an M, or an ML, or an M plus, or an H. It's just trying to tell us the level of toast. Let's grab this random barrel, let's see what this one says. So when you look up at the top, Ségun Moreau is the name of the cooper who built the barrel. And then you look down here, M plus. So the inside of this random barrel has a medium plus toast. This is what it looked like on the inside before they threw wine inside the barrel, okay? L stands for light toast. M is a medium toast. ML is medium long. Medium plus, a little bit heavier. Heavy toast, high toast. Okay, now here's where things get really fun. Lightly toasted barrels, we tend to smell a lot of vanilla, a lot of coconut, and a lot of herbs like parsley or dill. So whenever you smell those things in your wine glass, you're actually smelling the barrel, okay? Medium, medium long, medium plus, we normally get baking spices, somewhere like a cinnamon or clove or nutmeg aroma. I'm gonna get you guys super hungry today, by the way. You vegetarians at all? No, you guys are my people. All right, check this out. Heavy toasted barrels, high toasted barrels, you'll smell bacon in your wine. Do I need to say anything else, honestly? No, I don't think so. Baking, cured meats, chocolate, coffee, cigar box, pipe tobacco, leather-bound books. I made up the last one. Those are all barrel aromas, though. Okay, so next time you smell those things, you're actually picking up on the wood. Okay, now one last thing, okay? Have you had a chance yet for people to say we use American oak or French oak? Have you heard this before?
Well, we've heard about French oak,
okay,
but not American oak.
Okay, so people make this really confusing. People try and make wine very exclusive. American oak and French oak actually belong to the same family of tree. It's all called white oak. When you plant white oak in the United States, we call it American oak, and white oak planted in France is French oak. It's not that fancy. People in the bourbons, rye, whiskey, scotch, tequilas, or brandy world, it's all white oak as well. Okay? Now this is a piece of American oak that I'm holding. Turns out because of the weather and the soil, the American oak pieces of wood, they come out weighing twice as much as French, okay? So American oak barrels weigh twice as much. It's a very heavy and dense wood. Now the coopers and barrel makers are trying to find a way to add a little bit more flavor and more aroma. So they took this dense wood of American oak, flipped these staves over, and start carving out these channels, right? So now they're stripping away some wood So on the inside of an American oak barrel, it actually has these grooves and these ribs all the way around on the inside. Some more wine can touch the surface, right? Some more surface area. Actually, you get a lot more surface area on these. You get about 35 to 40% more surface area. That's 40% more flavor and 40% more aroma on the American oak. Now what we're gonna go do today is we're gonna go taste at least one wine aging in both an American oak barrel, try the exact same wine aging out of a French oak barrel right next to it. We will taste and smell them both side by side. See if you have a preference. We will bottle them and label them individually, which is kind of fun here too. All right, I know there's a lot of information. No test, I promise. Unless you want to test. Scantrons only.
Scantron.